Greetings once again. It's time for another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online, where I present to you a book that I've read, reviewed, and recommend. And today's book is Sound and Fury, Rock and Roll Stories by Niven. This is published by ECW Press. It retails for $22.95 in the United States, $29.95 in Canada, and it is 240 pages long. Books about famous musicians are always fascinating. As usual, there are a lot of predictable things mentioned. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Well, that's a pretty well a staple in a lot of books. And this book is, well, it's got a lot of that too. Niven is a manager of some of the, well, biggest, I won't say the biggest and greatest, but very notable bands such as Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, and Great White. And he has been behind their careers and has been sort of the catalyst behind them making it bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, in this book, he talks about those stars that he has managed, and he talks about, there's sort of like a connect the dots with a lot of other top performers and bands, Rolling Stone, Elton John, and so many more, Alice Cooper. And he talks about them, and there were a lot of problems along the way with Guns N' Roses, especially Axl Rose. I guess he wasn't the most congenial of people. He was late a lot of times for the concerts, or sometimes he just didn't show up at all. For some promotional things, he just stayed away. And the old notorious drug use and everything else. There's lots of stories in the book about some of the musicians trying to smuggle drugs into countries or take them into countries and out of countries in rather unusual ways, in like hairpieces and inside suitcases, which I'm sure customs agents were quite familiar with. But the book is really a fascinating sort of who's who of many, many performers and how they sort of are in the circle that Niven wandered in. I won't say wandered in circles, but part of the musical circle of the musical greats. And if you like books about rock stars, and you don't even have to be a fan of Guns N' Roses or Motley Crue or Great White. If you're a fan of rock and roll in general and see what goes on behind the scenes from those who are the main part of it, then you will certainly enjoy the book Sound and Fury. It's fairly short, like I said, 240 pages, a very quick read with very short anecdotes about a lot of the performers. So this is my recommended book right now, Sound and Fury. So if you do purchase it, please let me know if you do agree with my review. But I'll be back again with another excellent book very soon. Until then, as I always say, stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.